I've always sought out for the best quality glass. I know that using bad quality filters is no doubt the worst thing you can do in cinematography or photography. High quality glass is what I'm looking for. And B.Way is high quality glass. That's very, very easy to use. Let's talk about these magnetic filters. I absolutely love magnets, but I think every single creator, cinematographer, filmmaker, photographer loves magnets. Today I'm talking about two landscape filter sets, and both of them are magnetic, which makes them really easy to use. You don't get any stuck filters, because if you're screwing one filter to the other, you're stacking and getting some different kind of effects, then it's a pain in the ass and it slows you down. Whereas these, they just completely they're all magnetic. They're from a company called B.Way, and they're very high quality. They're very well thought out. The second generation has something like this. It's a quick release system, and you get a ring that you screw onto your lens, and you basically use it as a quick release system. Now you can stack the first generation, which comes in at $452 for the kit that I have. The second generation is $537. And with both of them, you get 5 different filters. You can stack, because on the ring you can, for example, use a tiff and mist, which, by the way, costs about $200 for one filter. So don't think this is expensive. You can screw on the ring onto your tiff and mist, so you can stack that way. And on the first generation, you get a UV, and you can screw the UV onto your tiff and mist, or whatever filter you have, a gold morphic, a rainbow streak, go crazy. So it's a great system to stack with and create different looks with, and have different feelings of your image, and whatever you guys want to do. It's crazy out there, I know. So you can stack. Vignetting on both systems, believe it or not, is pretty similar. To be safe, 17-18 millimeters with one filter stacked. So on the first generation, you're using a UV filter as your magnet base, and then you put on one of the actual magnetic filters to get a certain effect. I would say 17-18 millimeters to be absolutely safe. If you stick on a second filter, 20 millimeters to be safe. Otherwise, you're just looking for trouble. Same thing goes with the second generation system. 17-18 millimeters, bit of light room to get rid of the dark edges might help. Double filter, once again, I would say 19-20 millimeters on this system to be safe, or you're just looking for vignetting trouble. Very well made, high quality glass. Now, glass filters are expensive because you're putting something in front of your lens. It's the first thing the light hits that goes through your lens and hits your sensor. If it's a bad piece of glass, there's no amount of post-production that can fix that image. That's why you put money into good high quality filters. I mean, my Pro Mist is old, but I take care of it, and because I do, I hopefully will have it forever. So invest in high quality glass. Both of them come with nice pouches so that you can keep your glass safe. The second generation has an actual GND that goes inside the system, which is pretty cool because you can also magnetic move it up and down, which means that you can align it to your horizon, and it comes with a kind of Tiffin styled filter holder. They're basically the same. So here you're going to be using, with the second generation, the $537 version, a magnetic bottom, and with the first generation you're going to be using a screw-in UV filter. It's how it works. Now you get a GND with both of them, a 0.9. You get a CPL, circular polarizer, which will basically allow you to get rid of reflections and pop the sky, you know, make it bluer, darker. And you get an ND64, which is a fairly powerful ND. You also get an ND1000, which is 10 stops of darkness. Now, if you put the ND64 on the ND1000, you can take photos, long exposure photos during the daytime, which are a whole load of fun. That's basically it. Now, instead of me talking about it, I say we go outside, get the Action 2, stick it on my chest, do a bit of POV photography so you can see what I'm using these for and how you can actually use this landscape filter set from B.Way. Let's go and do that. Right, so the first filter we're going to be doing is the CPL. I have it on there already. It's pretty simple to get on and off. It's basically like this. And like I showed you, if you want to get the whole thing off, you just stick in the little red locks and that is it. So CPL is on. And let me show you guys. This is just the car right there. And if we turn the CPL, just check out what is going on. I mean, that is crazy. So if we have full reflections on the car, that is what it looks like. Let's just get the same spot twice. And there. I mean, those are two completely different photos. It's absolutely crazy. Right, here's another example of what the CPL can do. So behind this window there is another window. This is what it looks like with the CPL off. And if we turn it on, there you go. Once again, completely amazingly huge difference. Right, so I'm going to do two things here at once. If you guys can see, the building here is covered in reflections and I want the sky to pop as well. It's going to be pretty easy. We're going to do one without. And now look at this. Absolutely colossal difference. Absolutely colossal. That is what a circular polarizer can do. It can darken the sky and it can get rid of reflections. So that's just absolutely incredible. Right, I'm going to show you one more example. Right above those buildings over there, the sky is pretty nice. Let's take a photo of it. Boom. And now let's pop the sky. You'll see what I mean. Dark sky, light sky. So what we've got on here at the moment is the ND64 and the ND1000. I had to take it off first, pull focus, put it on manual focus, and now we're going to do I'd say about 30 seconds, and we're going to get a nice ghost town kind of look, and you can see how many people are walking around everywhere. It's quite busy. The sun is just going down, so basically the best time to take these kind of photos. But we're going to try a 30-second exposure and see how these filters together do. And hopefully we'll have a ghost town, so everybody who's moving around will be not there, except for maybe a few cars. Yeah, that looks almost completely empty, so you can create this kind of ghost town kind of look when nobody's in the frame. You can do this in some really interesting places, and you can even put someone in the middle of the photo. Right, we've got the ND64 on now, and we're going to try a daytime streak. There we go, let's get another one in. Here comes a car and a bike. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool. Daytime streaks with the ND64 means that you don't have something like the ND1000, so it's really dark, but you can actually do some cool stuff, making the city look like it's full of life. So what we have here, as you guys can probably see, is the GND, and it's pretty cool. You just line it up, stick it on, and we should have a nice darkened sky. I can adjust it so it's just on the horizon there, and boom. And if we take it off, you'll be able to see difference, which is, once again, this is basically faking dynamic range. It does a pretty cool job, and it just darkens the sky, so whatever's at the bottom will be nice and light. So, you know, that was fun. It was really easy. They're safe, they're strong, they're easy to install, very fast to install, so you're not playing around, screwing in filters, getting filters stuck. It's a really nice system. The first generation starts from 67, 72, 77, 82, and it goes up to a 95, believe it or not. So that's great. The system here has the rings that go from 72, 77 to 82. You would have to get some other kind of ring to go on behind it to make sure it works for different lenses. But that's what it comes with out of the box. Fantastic system. Thanks B.Way for sending these out. If you do have any questions about this system, I will be more than happy to answer them down in the comments. Thumbs up if you did like my film. Remember, the links for these are down below. Amazon links, you're going to be able to find a variation of these filters, not just this price range. You can get a smaller set for cheaper, and maybe that might be able to be something that you're looking for. That was not an English sentence. Subscribe down there if you haven't. Make sure that is grayed out. Catch you guys soon. In fact, let's black it out.